right here, right now. It's LA South. I'm Pamela Kay, and today the topic is black bears. So we've got Travis Huball with Wildlife and Fisheries here, and we've got Johnny Rock, actor extraordinaire, up next. Our next guest has been in just about every movie that's shot in New Orleans, and the latest one has something to do with Wolfman Jack. Here's Johnny Rock. Well, you've heard of people that are called triple threats. In the industry, the entertainment industry, you're more than a triple threat because how many things exactly can you do?
Oh, okay.
Let's count them.
Let's see.
Get your little fingers out.
Let's see, radio DJ, club DJ, stand-up comedy, acting.
You're great with Elvis impersonations.
What about you? Yeah, impressions. I've been doing stand-up comedy since '84. In fact, in 1984, I placed second to Ellen DeGeneres for Funniest Person in America on Showtime. And that's when Ellen got her break and took off to LA with the title and my girlfriend.
But you have so much amazing experience, and there are so many people that are out there that just want to get started in the business, and they really don't know how. Maybe give them a few hints on what to do, because it's easy to just give up or just have no clue where to start.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'd say if they wanted to get into stand-up comedy, the first thing to do is start hitting up the open mic comedy nights, which they're all over. You know, New Orleans is probably an open mic night every night of the week somewhere, and that's how I started doing it. It was open mic nights, and then with acting, I actually when I first heard that they were starting to do movies in New Orleans, I went onto a website, and it was 11:30 at night, and I registered to work as an extra. At 4:30 in the morning, the following morning, 5 hours later, I got a phone call at 4:30 in the morning asking if I could be on set in Boutique. About an hour later, somebody didn't show up, and I was actually one of 5 military guys to work in a movie called Locust with Lucy Lawless. So it was a great scene. It was just five extras with her, and I ended up getting a line.
What's an extra? I'm going to just kind of jump in right there because people may not know what that is.
Well, an extra is they also call background artist or atmosphere. So basically, an extra is somebody that is in the background. Maybe if you're the lead actress, you're sitting at the bar and you're talking to the bartender, you know, an extra would be sitting right next to you. There would be featured extras and stuff. I just happen to be blessed. Almost everything I've done, when I did extra work, I was always featured. They just grabbed me for some reason. Big Mama's House 2, in the conference room with Martin Lawrence, and Until Death with Jean-Claude Van Damme. They actually selected me to be the arresting officer when Jean-Claude Van Damme jumps out the car and looks at me and goes, grab that guy. And I grab the guy and throw him on the hood and handcuff him.
Nice.
And my name appeared in the credits. I was like, wow. So I took a couple of classes and got a headshot, started building my resume, and got an agent and started auditioning.
Now, that's a lot of information. It's a lot of different things you were doing. Did that kind of happen over a long period of time, or was it a really short period of time?
It actually happened pretty quick. I think I might have worked on probably 10 movies, 10 to 15 movies in the first year.
Wow.
And I think it was probably a year and a half later that I had my first SAG, a movie where you have a speaking line in a SAG, Screen Actors Guild film, and that gets you your SAG card and makes you eligible to join the union. And that movie was a disaster movie. Not a disaster, but disaster movie, which, you know, they had scary movie, date movie, epic movie. Disaster movie was one that they filmed in Shreveport. And I had a pretty interesting role in that. I went into audition for the part of a referee, and the casting director said, do me a favor. She grabbed some other sides and she goes, go outside and take a look at this and come back and do this for me. And I looked at it and said, princess. I'm like, princess? She goes, go look at the script and you'll understand. So I believe we actually have a clip of that.
Hooray! Oh, wonderful job! my dear prince. You have defended my honor.
Kiss me, baby. You a dude?
I'm a tranny. I thought you knew.
We'll be right back with more Johnny Rock. We're back with Johnny Rock. What's been your most, I guess, favorite part in a movie thus far, besides Princess?
I think the I Love You, Philip Morris with Jim Carrey was really cool because, you know, being a comedian and an actor, Jim Carrey is one of my favorites because he's done some really dramatic roles and some really hilarious ones, and just being on set with Jim was great. We filmed our scene, and actually half of my scene got cut because I'm supposed to hit him in the face with a phone, and as I rear up to hit him, he kind of leans down to get ready for the hit, and the director says, "Cut." He says, "Jim, your eyes are fluctuating. You have too much REM going." And Jim said, "Well, I feel his energy, and I feel like he really wants to hit me." Well, why would I do that, Jim? Come on.
Philip, pick up. It's me. I'm sorry. Come on. Damn it.
How long you in for?
Not long. Can you hit me in the face with this?
But he was just great to work with on set. As soon as we filmed the scene, he was like, "Come on, let's go look at it. Let's see how it looks." I'm like, "I can go over there?
Oh, very cool.
I can go behind the monitors?" He's like, "Yeah, come on." And then we shot some stills and then had lunch together. So he was a great guy.
Oh, so he would probably still hang out with you now, just not Jenny McCarthy.
Right, right. And I'd like to hang out with both of them.
What's your best line? Because I'm sure you remember all your lines at this point in time that you've done movies with. Is there a best one you want to give to the audience right now? Right here on the spot.
Well, I mean, the funniest line, of course, is from Disaster Movie that we just saw the clip, you know. But you know, was it? "I'm a tranny. I thought you knew." That's a classic line, you know. But there's some more. I have some more stuff coming out soon that has some really good lines in. There's a film coming out called The Victory Lounge where I actually play it's a lead role, and I play the owner of the Victory Lounge guy. And there's some really good lines in there. I don't think we could say them on this channel.
What about the comedy? You are a stand-up comic. You still do that today besides the acting. You've got this great career going. Give me a little stand-up comedy. You do some impersonations too, I hear.
Yeah, I do lots of impressions. One of the impressions I do most, that I get most requested from, and that I do some voiceover work in, is Wolfman Jack. And you know, Wolfman Jack was, when I first saw him on the Midnight Special, no, I'm sorry, it was the American Graffiti. I saw Wolfman Jack on American Graffiti, and I just thought, man, this dude's cool, you know. And I started, when I was 13 years old, I started doing his voice, but it was real low, and everybody had to get real close. Now everybody's got to back up, you know. So it's like, in a recent survey, people asked if rock and roll music affected their hearing. 10% said yes, 13% said no. So that's Wolfman Jack. And what else? Rodney Dangerfield, you know, Rodney. So, you know, I'll tell you, I don't get no respect, you know. Even as a kid, I was ugly. On Halloween, I had to trick or treat over the phone.
Mattress and Furniture Outlet is home of the Mattress King.
And I'm the king of low prices.
Queen pillow tops starting at $199.
The price we say is the price you pay.
Serta pillow tops as low as $299.
The king says that's a good deal.
Your choice of sofa only $299. Signature design by Ashley Sectional starting at $599. Mattress and Furniture Outlet, home of the Mattress King on 26th Street in Metairie behind Lazy Boy.
It's good to be the king.
Don't go anywhere. We've got more with Johnny Rock. We're back with our celeb of the day, Johnny Rock. So everyone's excited. What can they see you in now, and what's coming up next?
Well, let's see. You can go to Blockbuster or Netflix, whatever, and rent "I Love You, Philip Morris," of course, a disaster movie. A film I did in Lafayette about 2 years ago is called "The Terror Experiment," and it's a lot of big names in that. Jason London is the star, and I actually got to do a scene with Jason London, and that is out on video now, and I have a clip.
Hey, George, what's up?
We got an email outage on 7, a problem workstation on 11, and a bunch of newbies to train.
I'm gonna take the outage.
Until you get some help, then I'm gonna need you on 11.
Yeah.
And I'm expecting a full day of inane calls about emails vanishing, so be prepared for that. Who we got on schedule?
I'll check.
That was a bomb! On a freaking plane! To the exits, everybody get out of the building, people!
Gotta do the backups.
Do the backups. They won't care when the building collapses.
You guys go, I'm gonna do the backups. Look, it's not gonna collapse.
That's what they said about the tower!
That was before we got the colored alert systems. Nothing collapses on yellow. Go.
Let's see, I have a lot coming up in 2013 already. I'm going to be doing a short called Jay, a TV series called Keystroke Killer, where I have a recurring role, and a movie called China White, and a movie called The Mob.
Now tell me where they can find you on Facebook and website.
On Facebook, it's facebook.com, The Real Johnny Rock.
They're fake Johnny Rocks?
There is.
Ooh, you're
There
big
is.
time when
There is.
they're imposters.
There's two other Johnny Rocks out there, and there is another actor named Johnny Rock who is a porno star, and one of his credits actually ended up on my IMDb page. And at first I thought I'd leave it on there, you know, and I said, nah, I better let him know that's not me. But yeah, I'm on imdb.com, Johnny Rock, and Facebook. The link is facebook.com/TheRealJohnnyRock.
The Real Johnny Rock. Thank you, Johnny Rock, for being with us today on LA South. Check him out on IMDb, and we'll be back with the information you need about the Louisiana Black Bear. I'm with Travis Huval with the Department of Wildlife and Fisheries. Now, Travis, there is this big talk right now about people sighting black bears. I know it's St. Mary Parish, but even in Opelousas, they had one in a neighborhood years ago. What's going on with these black bears?
I think the black bears are just kind of move around at certain times of the year, and people are seeing them. You know, sometimes they might see them crossing a field, or they'll see them crossing a highway. You know, different places. And sometimes, I mean, we've had them right here in the back of Lowe's, and it just cut through and was gone. You know, by the next morning, it was gone. Nobody ever seen it again. So they're all over.
It's a great sighting, but a lot of people tend to go, ooh, let me go get my gun. That's a problem.
That's the stuff we want to make sure people understand, that they are threatened and endangered. We don't want you to fool with them. And by fool with them, if you see them, they're pretty neat to watch if you just watch them. You know, we don't
From
want
a distance.
From a distance. We don't want anybody trying to corral them or trying to shoo them somewhere. You know, if they're out in the middle of an open field, just leave them be. You know, don't try to get too close to them. They are a wild animal. They just basically stay away, call the Operation Game Thief number, and an agent will respond, and we'll see what the bear's doing.
Now, what are things people can do at home? There are sightings with bears digging in people's trash and garages. What can people do kind of to prevent bears in urban areas?
To kind of help them out, basically, is not put in other words, if your trash doesn't come till Tuesday, on Saturday, if you eat a bunch of pizza and ball crawfish, don't go put that trash out on Sunday, because the bear's going to smell it. They're going to know that it's in there. They're going to go get the trash, eat it, and then they're going to continue to come to that trash can if you continue to do it. The best thing to do, if you have a garage, put that where you can close it off. And if the bear doesn't smell food, he's not coming back there. But he's coming back for that easy, free meal that he can grab and eat right there.
Well, sure, just like we would.
Yeah.
Now, what about hunters? You know, different times of the year, there are warnings to hunters about being extra careful with what they put out in their plots to not attract bears.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of complaints of them coming and tearing up corn feeders, and they're destroying the feeders to try to get to whatever it is they're putting in there. And it works the same way. You tell them, look, if you stop, the bear's not coming back anymore. You stop for a couple of days, he's going to realize, well, I don't have no more corn, so I'm leaving, and he moses on out the area. But we also want to stress that they make sure they know what they're shooting, because we're now getting hogs in the area, and we want them to make sure that they identify their target and don't just shoot the first. If they see black hogs on their camera, if they see something black moving through the bushes, identify your target and make sure that it's not a black bear coming through the area.
And recently, 2 black bears were killed with tags on them, or
That's right.
collars. So people want to be extra cautious, because what is the fine and what is the jail time they're facing if they decide to take that chance?
You can get up to a $50,000 fine and up to 6 months to a year in jail. So it's a pretty big fine.
Big fine. You definitely don't want to shoot anything if you don't know what it is. And just be extra careful. It's always about prevention. So we want to prevent
we want
that
to just
interaction.
prevent any kind of interaction if we can. They are going to cut through urban areas. They're going to cut through cities. Like you said, if you're in your home and you're safe, running outside and trying to see it is not exactly what you want to do. But if you're looking out your window and the bear is going to mosey on by, just let it. It's a pretty neat thing to see. Just leave them alone.
Thank you, Travis Tebow. And you can check out the Louisiana Department of Wildlife and Fisheries online. I'm with Erin Fort with the MDA Muscle Walk and Chili Cook-Off. Welcome.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness, I want to walk and I want to eat some chili. Tell me what's going on.
Well, we're doing a muscle walk, which is an annual event that we do for muscular dystrophy. It's to raise money to send our kids to camp, to help find cures, a number of things that we do. The Chili Cook-Off itself is a $50 entry fee, and every entry fee we get is going to go towards sending kids to camp.
It's a really great cause, and it's at Acadian Village.
It is. Acadiana Village will be Saturday, March 23rd from 8 a.m. to noon.
Now, Acadian Village is such a great place. Why did you pick that venue?
Well, it was a great price, it was a good deal, and they've got a lot of space. Our particular muscle walk is actually more like a carnival event. There's kids crafts, there's games, there's lots of family-oriented entertainment, and the actual walk portion of it is more like a victory lap.
Now, and how long of a walk is it? Some people go, oh man, I can't walk too far, it's hot, but it really isn't too far, is it?
No, we're definitely under a half mile of even a fourth mile. It's more like a walk around a block.
So not far. You can do it, and we want to encourage families to get together, church groups. Who else can do this?
Businesses can have corporate teams. They can come representing the business as a whole, or if they want to be an individual, that's fine too. You can have as many as one person on your team, all the way to 20 or more.
Now, people can, as far as groups and businesses you were talking about, they can participate. Do they have to also submit chili recipes and make chili, or can they just go to eat chili?
No, you can actually just go to eat chili. There's a $15 fee at the door to come in, and that gives you a t-shirt. We have wonderful Muscle Walk t-shirts. They'll be similar to this, but not quite.
Well, it is going to be fun, but what's going to make it a great deal is it's benefiting muscular dystrophy. So let's give one more shout out to everyone to invite them to participate.
We'd love to have you. The Muscle Walk is going to be on Saturday, March 23rd from 8 a.m. to noon at Acadiana Village, which is located at 200 Greenleaf Drive in Lafayette, Louisiana. If you'd like to register, you can go to the website, which is www.musclewalkmda.org/Lafayette 2013. You can also call us at the office at 337-234-0088.
And we'll see you there. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you on Friday.